Hi, we are Chuck and Ben, and we are exploring all that Italy has to offer. So please subscribe and welcome to our channel, Our Italian Adventures.
Hi, and welcome back to our channel. Today we thought we would give you a little break. We are not doing a renovation video because the weather turned really bad. It's raining, it's a raining and snow mix actually. So we figured we'd do a asparagus risotto with wild asparagus that my cousin Frank actually picked for us yesterday.
Yeah, we did a wild asparagus video making a frittata like 3 years ago, but all of a sudden it seems like everybody here in Italy on YouTube is doing a wild asparagus video. So we thought, why not update and do a new one of ours? Here in the region of Molise, wild asparagus is very common in spring, right around Easter. And a lot of people go out, harvest it in the woods. And so we thought we'd make a recipe of the risotto for you today. It's funny, Ben, when we redid this kitchen, we said we were going to do all these cooking videos, and that was like a year ago. So we're a little late to the party here doing a cooking video.
Just a year later.
It's just a year later. So anyway, we're going to show that to you now.
Hi, I'm just going to show you our ingredients that we're going to use for our asparagus risotto. We have here our rice, our chopped onions, our grated Parmesan cheese, of course our beautiful asparagus, garlic, butter, wine, olive oil, and of course we're going to make a vegetable broth, which we're going to use the hard part of the asparagus stems. We're going to boil it down to help make the vegetable broth. So the first thing we need to do is we need to break the tender part from the hard part of the asparagus tip. And basically what you do is you just bend it until it snaps. This is the soft part, which we'll use. This is the hard part that we're going to chop up fine to make the vegetable broth. So we just need to do that for all of our stems here. Okay, so now we have all of our asparagus separated. We have our tips here, which we separated from the stems. We're not going to throw these stems away. We're going to chop them up really fine and boil them for about 20-25 minutes to help make our vegetable broth. Okay, so now our next step is to start creating our vegetable broth. So we're going to take the stems and we're going to chop them pretty small. Okay, so now that we have our stems chopped up a little bit, we're going to add them to water in a pot, and we're going to let these boil for about 20 minutes, then strain them. After we strain the stems out, we add a bouillon cube to finish our vegetable broth. So while we're making the vegetable broth, our next step is to saute the asparagus tips in some olive oil, garlic, cover it with water in a pan, put a lid on it, and you cook them for about 20 minutes until they're nice and tender. Okay, so our stems have been boiling for 20 minutes. Now we're just going to strain it. So now our broth is all ready to go. We've made all of that. Now to start the actual cooking of the risotto, I'm going to heat up 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Heat that up a little bit. Okay, so we're heating up our olive oil a little bit, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, going in with our onion. And we're just going to saute that a little bit. So our onion has sauteed a little bit, just a little bit so it gets soft. Now we're going to go in with our rice. And we're just going to stir it, heat up our rice. We're just toasting it a little bit in that olive oil and onion. Just so it gets the flavors. That just needs to toast for maybe a minute. Okay, next we go in with a cup of white wine. And we just stir that until it absorbs into the rice. Okay, so once the wine is almost absorbed into the rice, now we start with our vegetable broth, 1 cup at a time. And we just keep stirring it until that gets all absorbed. And we just keep adding it a little bit at a time until the rice is cooked and most of the broth is all taken up. Okay, so our risotto is done. Now we add butter, stir in butter, and our Parmesan cheese. Let's get the butter melted. Generous amount of Parmesan cheese. Stir that all in nice.
It looks amazing.
And now we're ready to eat. Okay, and now we're ready to eat. Nice, generous helping. Okay, now it's time for us to taste it.
Buon appetito.
It's very good. Bon appetit. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. Till the next time.